Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With FishingBooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. FishingBooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to FishingBooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.
I wrote a little song to remind you, Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Cocktails up here feel just right. Is Cambria amazing? All right. Bring a date, your team, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com. See you on the roof.
All right, welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass Podcast. Kevin and Chuck. Today, we're going to talk body armor. Now, people have been doing body armor since the beginning of time. I mean, we had chainmail back in the day. Mm-hmm. You know, there were some hardcore things. You know, people would, you'd always see like they'd stick their dinner plate or their serving tray up their shirt.
Right.
And then, you know, when the guy comes in and they'd try and overthrow the guards,
I think there's a some sort of a Clint Eastwood movie where he had a door of a wood stove under his poncho.
Since way back.
Since way back.
Body armor
Samurais,
is the
everything.
thing. So the U.S. military, they're like, you know, we could all take the serving trays from, you know, the airplane ride over to Iraq or whatever and slide them up our shirts and stop Al-Qaeda in their tracks.
Right.
So we're going to give you guys a little bit of the secret insight into, you know, how to protect yourself. Is it worth it? And, you know, is it something you should do? And how much does it matter? Well, we're going to kind of dig deep in it. For one, I got to say, if you're going to go cheap, you're going to carry a lot of freaking weight to stop a few bullets.
Right.
And that's kind of the gist of it.
Yeah. You might be able to stop a 22, but honestly, you could probably wear a heavy sweatshirt and stop a 22 also.
So it just depends. You know, you always have like the pack of Camels in the front pocket.
Right.
And then that stops your 22, you know,
now,
whatever.
you remember Teddy Roosevelt was shot in the chest. And it went through his speech, and he's famous for long speeches. And he had a 50-page speech folded over twice.
Yep.
And so it went through that in his glass case and still went into his chest.
But barely.
But he coughed into his hand, and when no blood came up, he decided that he could go on and give a 3-hour speech
and finish
afterwards.
the speech. That sounds right. Mm-hmm. They shot the Gipper with a 22.
Was
right?
that the 22?
I think it was only a 22.
Mm-hmm. They got him pretty good, though.
That was right by the heart there. But he was, you know, right up close. So,
yeah.
You know, and they make, I think we've mentioned maybe in the past, but they make like suits and different things you can buy that are body armor. We're not really going to get into that. That's not really.
Yeah, not really what we're
talking
talking
maybe
about
you have
now.
Some secrets, but, you know, well, I'm talking more your tactical vest and what kind of plates we're throwing in there. Maybe your kid's backpack for the school.
Yeah, yeah.
So stuff like that. So the bottom line, there is this company who is, and wait for it, the National Institute of Justice.
National Institute of Justice,
Now that just sounds like they know what they're doing over there, right?
That sounds right, yeah.
So they came up with the NIJ standards.
Right.
So you'll see like NIJ level 3 or 3A or level 4 or whatever. Now they're all in Roman numerals. So for those of you who are like, I don't know, mentally, I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah, you can't say that. No. Don't use the R word. Don't use it. I know you want to.
So if you don't know, if you see like NIJ level 3 III, or wait, no, just level III or IIIA.
Well, should we just
run
run through real quick what the different levels are?
Well, let me just set where the standard is. So I will. We're going to get there real quick. But so the thing is, they decided to set up voluntary body armor standards back in 1972. So it's nationally accepted, but it's voluntary.
Right.
So, like, yeah, that might work. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those you find out after you try it.
Right.
Actually, my first experience with body armor, I was about, it's way back. It was in the 90s, probably around 1995.
Yeah, and that's really right about when body armor started getting
Cops were kind of, thinking and whatever. So I worked at a water treatment plant, and they had a little pistol shooting range up there behind it.
Right.
And one of the cops shows up, and it's like, hey, I just got this body armor. Don't you want to shoot me in the chest?
Right, because that's going to work out well.
This sounds excellent. Let's do it. And we went up there and shot the guy in the chest, and he wasn't that happy afterward.
No.
But there was no hole.
Right, he didn't die. What kind of, do you know what kind of, do you remember what kind of gun it was?
A service
revolver.
It was
a handgun, right?
So
yeah.
it was, I think, a revolver even. And it was probably 9mm. Could have been a 38 for all I know.
Right.
But it was funny.
Yeah, now if I recall correctly, it had something to do with, there was some broken ribs possibly.
It's an ugly story.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, hey, good times, right?
If you're going to test your body armor out, don't do it on yourself. That's what I'd say.
That's the no-go. And they say then it's compromised after. So you
can't
never
use
really
it again,
know.
right.
That was when I got my body armor, my wife's the first thing. You and Kevin aren't going to shoot each other, right? And I'm like, well, maybe. Well, that's the deal. You can't have body armor if you're going to shoot each other. So,
well, it's expensive to ruin just for the sake of
the
trying it
thing,
out. Then you got to get a whole new set.
And it's like, then, I got to spend another $100. And then you're like, well, I got the discount body armor.
I got a good deal on this one.
Dude, this was like $50 for 2 plates, and I'm good to go, And then it's like, well, yeah, but no.
Yeah, now,
so, yeah.
Most body armor is based off of soft, like a material, whether it's Kevlar or there's certain other materials.
They move into steel plates pretty quick when you're, like, they call them plate carriers with the tactical vest.
Right.
But yes, a vest is usually a soft
material. That's
material.
where you start from, and then you would add plates, and that upgrades it, for rifles and things like that.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, pretty much, if it's soft, you're pretty much only stopping handguns.
Right.
Handgun or 22. You're not,
and you're still going to be in bad shape afterwards.
And so, yeah, soft is good, but not great.
Right. Now, if you do get hit with something that does penetrate your soft body armor,
okay,
it's still going to slow down significantly the speed of the bullet, so it's not going to penetrate as deep.
I like that.
So you're better off getting shot with a rifle and wearing one versus not wearing one, but it's not going to save you from.
I don't know. Maybe it would have gone clean through, and now it's just going to stop
right
in the middle of my heart. Before it would have passed through my heart.
Right, you would have been fine.
I would have been fine. Now I got a bullet in my heart, Then I got to worry about
clogging up my arteries. I got a bullet. I got
lead blood clot, So all right. So who's going to run down the list? Is it me or is it you?
Well, let's both do this. We'll start with type 1.
Okay, good. It's good because my list starts with level 2.
All right, type 1 it's basically 22
t-shirt?
LR.
Oh, okay.
It's not any longer. It's not considered part of the standard.
Okay.
If you're making body armor that's type 1, then
it's not body armor.
Not body armor.
All right, but since it is a voluntary system, I think we may be selling some prepping badass T-shirts coming up soon.
That will be type 1.
That'll be type 1.
Type
body
0.
Armor. Type 0. type mosquito repellent.
Right.
How about that? We'll see what we can do for
good.
you. All right. So then we'll move right on to level 2. Now this is tested. It says tested. So voluntary, but still we did our own tests.
Right.
And to stop 9mm and .357 Magnum ammunition.
We're still at handgun.
Now, you're
Speed here.
thinking, oh, well, 357, that's a big, powerful bullet, whatever. But the problem is you don't have the speed
Right.
and, the velocity that you're going to have with a rifle round.
Yeah. Now, rounded end bullets and softer bullets are a lot more. It's a lot more effective with those types of
Right,
bullets.
and lead bullets versus steel, we'll get into that. Lead bullets, you're a lot more likely to stop. All right, so then level 2A. Now, this is 9mm and 40. Actually, I should have started.
Yeah.
This is the confusing
2A
thing.
and then 2.
Right. 2A is less than level 2.
Right.
And that's one of the things I was always confused by that. I thought that level 3A was above level 3.
Not
And
the case.
that is not the case. Level 3A is an inferior
Right.
round. So,
moving up to
2A was supposed to be 9mm and 40, Smith & Wesson.
right, 45s maybe.
Maybe.
And then 2 is that plus 9mm 357 Magnums.
Right.
Right.
All right. And then we move up to 3A. Now, 3A is 357 SIG, which I don't know really the difference between Magnum and
Yeah.
SIG.
44 Magnum.
And then 44 Magnum.
Then I saw a 10mm.
And they're saying 44 Magnum fired from a long barrel handgun.
All right. Now,
But still no rifle protection with 3A.
right. 3A was the body armor they used in the North Hollywood shootout. Do you remember that?
Okay.
That was 1997.
Now, those guys went on forever. Well,
Yeah, it was 9/17 to 10/01. 9/17 is when they entered the bank. And basically the cops showed up immediately. They saw them going into the bank.
Okay.
So it was basically an hour-long shootout. You want to go over the North Hollywood shootout, or do you want to finish up the
Well, let's
the body
finish
armor
this
first?
up and then jump
Okay.
right in there. So we're close.
All right.
Now, level 3. Now, this is your first real rifle round stopping kind of protection. Level 3, they say, will stop 7.62 Full Metal Jacket lead core. So obviously, level 3 is also going to stop your standard 5.56.
Right.
Level 3 should do jacketed hollow point for 223 or 5.56. Anything lead. But if you're talking about green tip, which is your M855, or they'll, they call it steel tip or steel core
Right. You can still get through
ammo.
it with that.
The steel is still going to go through level 3, and you really need to move into level 4.
Right.
If you
Now,
wanna
level
stop
4 supposedly can stop armor-piercing
Right.
rounds.
And level 3, it might stop the armor piercing rounds.
Right.
You're kind of at that hit or miss. How close are you? But and I don't be fooled by the whole armor piercing thing. Like if you're in your car, those bullets, your 5.56 regular Full Metal Jacket, are going right through your freaking car door.
Right. Right.
They're not going through the engine block. They're maybe not going through your wheels, but they're going through your car door.
Right.
Hiding behind the door closed, or you see the cops in the shootout and they open the door for protection.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah, that not with a rifle. I don't know, pretty much not with anything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to shoot your car if you want. We can see what
check
happens.
it out?
I mean,
All right.
get maybe one of the kids to sit in the car, see what happens.
Some kind of a official badass test.
Right. Right.
I say it.
All right.
Voluntary.
Right. Voluntary.
Voluntary.
Now,
So-
I hear
yes.
if you take your car apart and you fill it with phone books and then, reassemble the interior there.
Your car will become very heavy. Yes,
Yes.
that is correct.
And supposedly bulletproof. Now, I've never
Not bad.
shot
I think in a pinch,
a phone book.
if you
But-
filled your car doors with sand,
Mm-hmm.
that would also work.
Right.
Steel plating. Maybe you have some armor plating. Maybe you have those steel targets that you're shooting all the time. Throw some of those in the door.
Right.
All this will work, but it does add significant weight. Another thing you might want to armor when you're armoring your car is you may want to throw some stuff around the gas tank. People never think of that. Now, you don't want to put it right in front of the radiator because that
it might defeats the purpose of the radiator.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing you might want to consider if you have a position in your house you're trying to fortify. Sandbags are great. Now, sandbags filled with dirt are okay, but filled with gravel or sand is going to be great.
Not great, though, when it comes to explosives, believe it or not.
Really?
Because then the sand blows through and rips your skin off.
Yeah, that doesn't sound friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are they coming after my house with explosives?
How many people have you heard about getting hand grenades thrown at their house? Doesn't happen very often.
And usually they're already on the inside at that point.
Yeah.
So the hand grenade, I mean, not the bad guys, maybe. So something to be aware of. You really do want to kind of beef up your,
Yeah, now we've talked before about having a safe house in your room, safe room in your house.
Yes.
And the idea there is that you don't have to have like one of those, time lock doors with the steel and the air purification system. A room that you could go to, though, that's going to stop bullets from coming in from outside.
That's a nice room to have.
Yeah.
And that may be your defensive position.
Mm-hmm.
That may be the living room or whatever,
Right.
know. So just something to consider, about beefing up the security in your house. That might be, or, in your vehicle. Again, maybe not all the time. It does kind of hurt the gas mileage on the car. Mm-hmm. But maybe something you want to look into.
We did do a show a while back on armored vehicles, right?
We did talk about some options.
You want a professional to do it, really.
Well, you could consult me. I could talk you through it.
Yeah? All right.
Send me an email.
Awesome.
Send me an email, and I'll send you some links and some good ideas.
Now, there was
That's what you're doing.
Some DIY body armor, ballistic body armor in one of the stories I read.
Did they use saw blades?
No, plows. They used plows. They melted them down, made helmets and body armor out of it.
Okay.
Now, obviously, the drawback was you couldn't really see what you were shooting at. You couldn't really aim properly. You were slow moving around. But Ned Kelly, in his final shootout, his gang built body armor, and it was blacksmith to quarter-inch steel. And it had a total of 18 bullet marks in the armor that didn't penetrate.
Nice.
The problem was that they shot his legs and arms up pretty good.
Yeah.
And eventually he was...
So you should just wrap those with aluminum foil?
Good. Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Because you can't get through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was reading an audiobook I downloaded. I was just talking to Hamish about it, called The Last Stand.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 24-hour... all the books in the series for one credit on Audible or something. So me being the cheap guy that I am, I was down for that. And they talked about, they took a bunch of saw blades, like circular saw blades, and they just stacked them kind of in a mesh, like a chainmail kind of pattern in a sleeve, like inside the tactical vest. And they were like, well, it'll stop 22s and maybe some other stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I guess it sounds better than nothing.
Right. Well, I mean, anything's better than
nothing. When we're talking about homemade, right?
Right.
Those cast iron pots. Time to break them out.
Now, all right. So the North Hollywood shootout.
Tell me. Let's go line by line. I want to hear every minute.
1997, February 28th, 1997. Larry Phillips and Emil Mascherino.
Okay.
I think that's how you say his last name. I'm not sure. 9:17, they went into the Bank of America. The police spotted them going in, and they were armed initially with 2 Bushmasters, converted to fire automatically.
Okay.
And they had 2 100-round magazines.
Each.
Okay. Right. Went in there, shot the ceiling, so they knew their business, they meant business. They were able to fire through the ballistic glass shields they had there.
Yep.
Get in there, got the manager to open the safe. Now, the safe didn't they believed that the safe had $750,000, but they had changed the time when the armored truck shows up. So they did manage to get $300,000
Okay.
and 2 die packs, which later ruined the money anyway.
Oh. Now, does it ruin all the money, do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I had a friend that worked at a bank, and
I feel like if somebody handed me like $100 bill, but it had some purple on it, I'd be like, yeah, I'm okay
take
with it.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
They got everybody. They put everybody, including the customers, in the safe.
Okay.
They tried to get into the ATM, weren't able to get into the ATM, and then
I feel like if I have $350,000, the $20,000 in the ATM,
it's not going to
sounds
make
like a big waste of time.
Right.
Well, I mean, just how much time I'm wasting, and I'm going to get caught.
Now, they
They're getting
synchronized their clocks, and they
helicopters.
estimated they had 10 minutes.
Okay.
Police
But
response.
they didn't count on the cops being outside.
Actually driving past when they were wearing ski masks and body armor with machine guns
Right.
going into a bank.
Right.
Right.
And those 100-round magazines, like the cop might not think it's suspicious if you're walking in with an AR.
Right.
But if you have the
especially if
100-round
the
magazine,
10-round clip, yeah.
right,
What are you
10-round
gonna
clip.
do?
Oh yeah, whatever. You know,
Whatever.
that's not a threat.
Uh-huh.
But 100 rounds, you're like, hey,
Mhm.
I mean business.
Well, yeah, the guys initially showed up with, let me see here. I wrote it down. They had something like, they fired 1,100 rounds ultimately.
Okay.
But they had something like 3,000 rounds with them. Wow. Like, what the fuck were you planning for? Apparently they're planning for what actually happened. But
Smart.
they,
So you're saying they were prepared
They were
for whatever
preppers,
might
right.
happen.
They were
All right.
ready, and they had the 3A body armor all set. Now, let me just look over this here.
And they had full on like cover your thighs, cover your knees.
Yeah,
shins.
one of them did the whole thing.
Okay.
The other guy had a bulletproof vest and like a apron style thing. The other guy modified bulletproof vest for his thighs, his shins, and his forearms.
Now, do you remember there was a PlayStation game, I think, called Army of Two?
Yes, I remember
Now,
that.
these guys all had the cool tactical masks, and actually, that was me and one of my boys. That was like our bonding time.
All
And
right,
we used to
playing
play
that.
this game nonstop, me and Dakota. And me and Dakota, it would be all in Army of Two, you know? And they'd all be painted with different hardcore stuff. Well, these are typically like level 3A masks, these face shields.
Right.
And you could paint them up, make them cool. Did they have something like that?
No,
Is that-
no mask, just ski
No
masks.
masks.
Just ski masks.
So you just had to shoot them in the face.
Right. But they were firing so many rounds that the
You didn't
police
have
couldn't
time to aim.
especially with a pistol. At the range they're at, they just couldn't hit him in the head.
And I think that a ski mask is ballistically rated to stop a handgun round. Is that right?
Yeah, no.
No, that's not
No.
accurate. I
Wouldn't
may
e-
have just killed
won't even-
one of our
yeah,
listeners.
you killed somebody.
All right.
You need to get some bulletproof shoes because you're shooting yourself in the foot with that one.
Nice. It's a classic right there.
All right, so when they exited the thing, they left the bank. They were immediately fired on.
Mm-hmm.
So they returned fire. They had with them in their vehicle, they had a Heckler and Koch 91 semi-automatic rifle with 30-round magazines.
I feel like that's
Beretta-
enough. You're
Beretta
ready.
handguns, 3 modified AK-47s converted to automatic with 100-round drum magazines. And they fired approximately 1,100 rounds in the shootout over the course of an hour.
I bought over 1,100 rounds just today.
But
In the
before
last 3 hours, I bought over
But
1,100
before they-
rounds. That's just amateur hour.
before they exited the Bank of America, it was already surrounded on all 4 corners. There were police.
They didn't count on them coming out the front door, did
yeah.
they?
So the SWAT showed up
Yes.
about 20 minutes into it. Now, none of the police officers could do anything with their handguns and their shotguns. Apparently, they have buckshot, and the buckshot can't penetrate that type of armor. So the handguns and the buckshot did nothing, basically.
Yeah, you're not even hurting them.
They shot up the car pretty good, though. So the SWAT showed up. They had modified AR-15s. Wasn't exactly an AR-15, but it was a very similar firearm. I forget exactly what it was.
Flashlight, maybe a little
yeah,
hand grip
see?
up front.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes it dangerous.
Collapsible stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see what they did.
Now,
what type of vehicle was this escape vehicle?
This was a Chrysler
minivan, I think. No,
it was a minivan that they
stole.
Well, they didn't actually steal it. He shot at the guy driving the minivan,
and the guy willingly gave it up.
Apparently they were persuasive enough, and he got out. He got into the minivan. This is after the first guy was already dead. Emil was dead. Larry was in the car, and there's a kill switch in the car, which I'd never heard of.
That's smart.
So he got in the car and couldn't go anywhere. Now, when they found the bodies,
that sounds like
afterwards,
a California thing.
Yeah, they had been shot 10 times in places that weren't body armor. Each of them, at least 10 times. So they're pretty much just Swiss cheese by the time the whole thing ended. But I was pretty impressed that they just kept going. If you shot me one time and I had body armor on, I'd be curled up in a ball crying like a bitch. So, I got to give it to these guys. They really did muscle through.
I'll see that.
So, yeah, that was basically it. There's definitely documentaries on this. Definitely worth watching. Very interesting stuff.
I feel like, though, if you set out and you're like, you know what? I'm going to be all up like I'm in an astronaut suit and I can't even move.
Right.
And I'm walking into a bank. I feel like there's no way the cops are just letting that go. Like, I'm planning on having a gunfight with the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not just I'm prepared for one, I don't see any possibility where it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen, right?
You know, that's the way I see that. I don't think they were going to, get the cash, get in the car, and we're probably going to drive away, but just in case a cop shows up, I want to be ready.
Yeah. Now, believe it or not, only 2 people died in this whole shootout, and it was the 2 criminals.
But all the cops got shot.
Yeah, 11 police and civilians were shot.
All right.
But survived. Now, one of the drawbacks I see it is full-on shoot it out with the cops with the body armor.
Yes.
Is that people always get their legs and arms shot the fuck up. The guy, Emil
So if you're in
Mastrano,
prison and you don't have a woman anymore, having your arm shot up, that could really get in the way.
Right. He was shot in both of his hands by the time he was done.
See, you got to think about that shit before you go to prison.
Right. What are you going to do?
Yep.
What are you going to do now?
Yep. I see what happens there.
So it seems to be the drawback. I would recommend if you're going to rob a bank,
yes,
use an unloaded gun, don't have body armor, and try and be under 3 minutes.
Under 3 minutes? I don't even know that we need a gun or just whatever. You know, you go in and
something to make
hand
him
a little note.
Do it. Right.
I have a gun.
You
just can't see it.
Don't write it on your own deposit slip with your name on it. That's happened.
That's happened.
It doesn't work out. Now, aside of the die packs now, I was talking to a bank loan officer.
Yes.
That's a friend of mine that he's not supposed to tell me this, and I'm not supposed to tell you this. They also have...
do tell.
They also have pepper spray packs.
Ooh, that's
So when you
fun.
get in the car, the dye
choking out?
goes off, and then the pepper spray goes off in the car, and you got to get the fuck out of the car, and now you're fucked.
Now, I think you were telling me a story about some of these banks have double glass doors where you come in.
Yes, to make you look like a fool.
So you have a sliding glass door as you first enter.
Right.
Then maybe there's an ATM
And it's ballistic
or some
glass,
kind
right.
of
The little vestibule.
distraction stuff.
Then another glass
Then
door.
another glass door, and then you're inside the bank.
Then they give you the money.
Okay.
You leave.
Yay,
you go through
I
the first
made
door.
It. No cops have come.
The last door to go out, though, will not open now.
What?
And now you can't go back in the bank because the second glass door also won't close, and it's ballistic glass.
But what do I...
So you're fucked. Then you just gotta sit there like a retard.
So that's a no-go.
Yeah.
So if you see the double glass doors,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Think about it.
I'm just saying, if they're both like glass sliders
Mm-hmm.
and they look a little bit thick and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't like being caught in confined spaces or you don't like going to prison,
Yeah.
if either one of those are a thing, those might not be the banks to rob.
Mm-hmm. Now, according to professional bank robber
Oh, okay.
that I may or may not have known at one
Well,
point.
he's obviously in prison now, right?
Well, not right now.
But for this story.
He was in prison. I
Okay.
talked to him after prison.
Right.
He said robbing a bank is the easiest thing in the world. He said the hardest part is
Not
getting
spending all that
getting
shit?
out of the car. When you get there, you're ready to go. And once you're out of the car, you're committed. You've got it all planned out,
You
ready
got
to go.
you're wearing all the body armor.
But
you got
you're
the
in-
AR
right.
in your hand.
You're in the parking lot, in the car. Getting out of the car is the hardest part of the robbery.
Now, in one of our local communities here in Woodstock, New York, what they did was they set a barn on fire on one side of town.
Right. And since there are 8 cops, all of them went to the barn fire.
All of them went to the barn fire while he robbed the bank on the other side of town. And they were pretty well stumped it was a long time.
Yeah, did they ever catch him?
I think they
figured
did.
out
I
who
think it was like 6 months or a year. It was a good while.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
They
were
figured
like,
out within a couple of weeks. They figured out who it was, but then they had a hard time tracking him down. But I think they did catch him. Now, also in our neighborhood, a couple towns over, I don't know if you saw this. A police officer was attacked by a rabid fox.
Ooh.
And somehow managed to shoot himself in the chest. Didn't shoot the fox at all. Luckily, he was wearing a bulletproof vest and he did not die.
And did not
Just
die.
looked like a fool. And another officer ended up shooting the rabid fox.
Well, at least somebody got it.
Somebody got it.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Any
A
more
little
good
silly.
body armor stories? Or
I
we,
think that's all the body
all
armor
body
stories I
armored
got.
up?
Yeah.
Now, I wonder what do you think about body armor helmets? Now, I've been looking into them, and for any kind of decent protection, you're in the, I want to say $800 neighborhood.
Really?
There is a $600 neighborhood, but I feel like saving that $200 may or may not be the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
But what are the odds you're going to shoot me in the head?
Well, I have a friend
You always have a friend.
in Iraq got shot in the head.
No, I remember like lots of the World War II helmets.
Yeah.
You always see them with the bullet hole,
Yep.
and you'd be like, "Yep."
Well,
that
he
guy.
did get shot in the head. It didn't penetrate the helmet, but he said it
Did his
rung
head
his
hurt?
bell. He said it rung his bell.
That sounds right.
So I suppose modern. I mean, I have no idea what he was shot with, how far from what the
right.
velocity was when it hit him. I have no idea.
All right, now I have level 3 plates
Mm-hmm.
for a tactical vest, I guess. Because I always see these guys like, "Oh, let me get my tactical vest where they go out." But I guess that's just to hold their extra magazines.
Mm-hmm. Right, hold their
that's not
shit,
because I'm
yeah.
going to get shot.
Right.
And then I was like, I feel like, how much do I need body armor in the back? Like, what if I spent all my money on the front plate?
Yeah. You know what? That's what they said in Fallujah.
Yeah,
And then they were getting shot at from every direction.
every direction.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like the same thing, they have the side ones.
Right.
I don't even know what they're called. I probably should have looked that up again. I do
Right.
know what they are, but I don't know. It eludes me.
Well,
at the moment.
there's a lot of variations.
But
of
there's
the,
the
vest that
side
you can
plates
get,
you
yeah.
can get, and I don't have those. And I figure I'm really skinny.
So
they're
now
not gonna
everybody
have
knows
room
where
on
to
the side.
Yeah, right. Now everybody knows where to shoot at. Now what do you say? There's ceramic and there's metal plates.
Now, ceramic are actually a lot of times better at stopping.
That's what I
However, they're not better at lasting.
hear. Okay.
They're kind of throw out after.
Well, how many times are you going to use them? How many times are you planning on getting shot?
I wasn't planning on getting shot at all, but now
Yeah, now you got to
Now,
worry about it.
the same thing. So the wife has one of these backpacks, a get home bag,
Right.
and it's from like 511 Tactical,
Mm-hmm.
and it came with the plate carrier inside it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's got a nice cush pad on the inside against your back. And it's got, so I was looking, and it seems like anywhere between $98 and $200 you're buying some kind of stopping handgun rounds with your backpack.
Right.
There's got a lot of shit in there. I don't know if I'm like, does she need the plate?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, it'd be cool if I could hide behind something when they're shooting at me.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, maybe the granola bars. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you got to decide what it's worth, and you know what it's worth to spend the money.
Right.
I recommend just don't get shot.
Yeah, I recommend, unless you're robbing a bank in Hollywood, don't spend a whole lot of money on body armor until you've got everything else covered.
Yes, I would say learn how to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to, if you can move and shoot.
Right, you got a good chance of not getting
If you're
shot.
moving,
Yeah.
turns out people can't hit moving targets to save their life.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's where you should put your effort if money
Mm-hmm.
isn't, you know, readily available.
Right.
So that's something to consider. We're just putting that out there.
Throwing it out there.
But, you know, hey, hopefully a little insight into body armor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one place where I imagine you're not allowed to have body armor is over there in China.
No, I don't think you are.
Now, from what I've understood, China has decided to institute a report card system.
Mm-hmm. Now, all the
A
downloads
citizen
we're getting of this
report card.
episode in Beijing,
Yes.
to the people in Beijing listening to this, stop listening. You're in trouble. You already got an F. You got an F on the report card.
As far as like listening to the towing the line,
Mm-hmm.
you're failing right now.
Right.
If you're in Beijing, your report card is going to be like, no,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. So what they did is they set up a report card system. Now, I don't know, are there different levels for different like categories, like in high school? Or is it just your one letter grade?
Right.
Is there one category?
I don't know.
All right.
I know that you can get in trouble for smoking in a non-smoking area.
Okay, so there is
There.
definitely a smoking category.
Right. Smoking category is one. Are you
Hanging
Muslim
out
or
in
Christian?
Tiananmen Square and trying to stop the tanks?
Yep,
Does
bad move.
That's a bad move.
You're not going to get a good job after that. Tell you that right
So
now.
this will affect my employment,
Employment, right?
whether I can travel freely. That would be on the metro
Right.
or maybe on an airplane.
Correct.
When I want to travel abroad over to
Mm-hmm.
America to see my cousin.
Right.
No,
Nope. Not if you got an
not
F.
if I got an F.
Not if you're listening to the show.
I imagine if I got an F, like I'm probably not even alive anymore.
Well, you're probably in that re-education camp that they've been putting all the
Re-education.
Muslims in right now.
All right.
Don't be a Muslim. That's also an F.
That's an F.
Yeah.
All
Christian,
right.
Christian too. They
Christian.
harvest your organs.
Well, at first they were going with, well, you can be Christian, but you can only use the communism-approved Bible
Right.
or whatever.
And you have to register as a Christian.
All right. And then they were like, nah, you know what? That's just bullshit. Knock that shit
Yeah.
off.
And
they-
now
they
you're a
cut it
fool
out.
because you registered as a Christian following the rules, and now you're in that re-education camp.
Wait, because they asked me to register my guns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
See what they're doing here?
shit.
Yep.
That could end badly.
You're gonna have an F in the future.
It sounds like my report card might not be shaping up too good.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing I wanted to talk about is in Oregon, a lot of you guys actually have been telling me, you know, hey, Chuck, it's really important that you talk to us about winter survival.
Right.
What happens if we get stuck on the road? I have to eat my dog in the car with me or whatever.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Because there was a guy in Oregon who survived 5 days. Now, it said buried in snow in the article that I read. Now, this may be like the car was stuck in the snow. And he
Right.
was like, the snow's like 4 or 5 feet deep. Fuck that. I'm not walking anywhere. I'll die.
Right.
I don't know. But maybe it was actually buried.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that
Maybe it
happens.
was during a storm.
It broke down or he couldn't see because it was a whiteout. And then when he turned the car on to drive away, he was like, fuck, there's snow everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, at any rate, he was like, what am I going to do? I don't have a 72-hour get-home bag in my car
Mm-hmm.
with bottled water and food and whatever. But you know what he did have?
Mm-hmm.
Some Taco Bell sauce packets.
That's
and
right.
I think it had like some of those clever sayings they have on
Yep.
it. You know, that are like, you make me hot or
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm talking
Right.
about.
Now, no word on what the sauce was. Was it mild? Was it hot? Was it fire? Was it the fire sauce?
Because explosive diarrhea afterward, you don't know.
Right.
Right. So, anyway, managed to survive 5 days on sauce packets. Now, I'm not 100% convinced that extra 30 calories or whatever a sauce packet has was able to sustain him the 5 days or actually had any effect at all.
Right.
But
Well,
I feel like the clever
how
writing
many-
on the sauce packet may
boosted
have
his
improved
morale. Right. Now, how many sauce packets did he have, though? I mean, that's the real question. Did he have just like a big sack of sauce packets?
I go in people's refrigerators on the regular, and I do see sometimes people have like a whole bag of sauce packets.
Really? All right.
And I'm like, that duck sauce or,
Right.
soy sauce.
Mm-hmm.
They got them all in there. Sometimes, people keep getting the sauce pack because they're free.
Right.
And you're like, well, I shouldn't not take it. It's free.
It's free.
So
Right. And now I'll survive being trapped in my car for 5 days.
that's
Now,
what I
did he
got.
have a dog with him? I don't know if I remember this story all the
I
way.
would have eaten the dog, so I don't even know how that
Just take a
would've
bite.
played out.
Just see how
Just
it
a
tastes.
snack, you know?
Just let me chew on your ear for a little while.
My dog's always chewing on my ears, so maybe that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't know if you guys know, but one of our sponsors on this show is TacPack. And
Yes.
TacPack, they send out monthly. They have a monthly subscription for $49.95 a month. And what they do is they actually send out a package of pre-selected badass parts. Now, these parts, these guys are like former military, maybe special ops, I don't really know. But they pick out some cool shit.
Yeah.
They're cutting edge is what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they had that SHOT Show out in Vegas, I think they were there.
Okay.
They're collecting the information, finding out the cool shit,
Right.
and then they send out the shit that's cutting edge to keep you on top of your game. Now the cool thing is you send them $49.95 a month, and because they're picking out the products and negotiating deals behind the scenes, they're able to get you about $100 worth of product and send it out to you each month
Right.
to keep you badass. That's what I'm saying. So that may be something you want to look into.
Right.
If you use the code BADASS,
That's right. Gun cleaning map.
gun cleaning map.
Now, if you get a
free with
year
your purchase.
subscription to TacPack,
Okay.
I'm saying this right now,
All right.
out of my own pocket, I will send you Taco Bell packets.
As many
At
as
least one.
a care package of however many you can fit in one of those priority mail envelopes. No, the small one, not the big one.
And I'm not guaranteeing it's going to be intact when it gets there.
And if you live in Australia or something, that's not going to count.
Not going to happen.
It's only going to be continental U.S. This
Right.
deal.
They run them
is
through
authorized.
rollers. So the chance of it showing up intact is not good.
So that also, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you actually wanted to talk to Kevin or me, you could shoot us an email at preppingbadass@gmail.com.
Right.
And sometime within a month, we will get back to you. Sometimes as soon as 10 minutes later, usually within 2 days,
Yeah, usually 2 days.
and sometimes a week or 5.
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes
whatever.
I usually read the email right away.
Yeah, that's
and then
that's
I
the
think
problem.
about it for
That's
a day
the
or
problem.
so.
I'm like, I got to say something to him, but I want to look up this one thing, or I want to check this one resource and whatever and get back to him. And then it's like 5 days later, and I'm like, oh, shit, I haven't gotten
forgot
back to
about
that
that.
guy. And yeah, so that happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I got on this one. And with that, stay safe, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
The Survival and Basic Badass podcast is a proud member of the Self-Defense Radio Network.
Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With FishingBooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. FishingBooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to FishingBooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.